All right. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. I am Professor Joseph Flint. I want us to talk about something. Okay. One person asked me a question. Said, Professor, what is the scriptural relevance of a wedding ring? Okay. Number 2. Is it a mandate to have a white wedding? So I'm going to answer on two subjects. Okay, we're going to answer these two questions together. So what is the scriptural relevance of a wedding ring? I've never come across such a scripture. It has no scriptural relevance. To start with, wedding is a culture. It's not scriptural. It's a culture. So a ring is just a physical presentation or representation that this person is married. Okay, it's not biblical. It's not. There's no any spiritual significance or relevance. But a ring is a physical representation that this person is married. So a ring is like an ambassador. All right, it's like the ambassador of a finger that tells the public that this person is married. So there's nothing like there's a scripture attached to it. I don't know, maybe others can answer that, but for me, there's no scripture that is attached to that. That is the first thing I would like you to know. So it's an ambassador that represents you are married or you have married. Okay, so that wherever you are going, somebody will be able to look at your finger and say, oh, this person is married. So a ring is a physical representation that actually makes people, that announces you that you are married. Not really that there's a scriptural relevance attached to it. No. Number 2, is it a mandate to have a white wedding? No. Like I said, wedding is cultural, okay? Wedding is cultural. Wedding is culture, okay? So whether somebody marries from the shrine or from the mosque, in the bush, in the church, there is nothing like a Christian marriage. They are just Christians in marriage, okay? So whether you married from the shrine, whether you married from underwater, in the bush, however, whichever way you used, it's still marriage. All right? It's still marriage. No. Now, when it comes to white wedding, somebody would do a traditional marriage and goes and do a white wedding. So meaning they're trying to do 2 weddings that they go. So now listen, white wedding, that is the culture of the white people. So the culture of the white people and us Africans are 2 different cultures. For them, that's their culture. They're not going to do the traditional wedding that we do here in Zambia and here in Africa. No, they have their own traditional wedding, and that's white wedding. So I don't know where we are getting all this misconception about wedding stuff. So this simply tells you that marriage, you can just go to the church. Listen, if you do not have enough money, don't panic. That's one thing I can say. Do not panic. Why? Because you are going to end up finding yourself getting a loan just to celebrate a one-day event. And people are going to eat your food and go home complaining the food was not enough. There was no salt in the food, this and that and that and that. And then when you go with your wife in your house, now you begin to ask for money. Moreover, you're still owing some people money. So what happens at the end of the day? You find yourselves in a lot of debts. So do what you can do what you can manage. If you can do a chilangamulilo, well, that's good enough. Do a chilangamulilo, go to civic center, get blessed there, go to church, get blessed. If you cannot manage to do a white wedding, rather not a white wedding, other people's culture. If you cannot do the white people's culture, then don't panic, don't stress yourself. Because at the end of the day, you are going to die because of pressure. So white wedding is not a mandate that you have to do a white wedding. No, white wedding is actually the wedding of the white people. Here in Africa, we have our own traditional marriage. When I take in Saram, I pay the bride price. I've married. If I want, I can get that wife. She's mine. She's mine. All right? So, if you have more questions, contributions, you can call or WhatsApp the number appearing on your screen, 0974 73 20 58. You can follow our Facebook page, and that is Redefined Visionary Explorers. Another page, that is Joseph Flint Mulenga on Facebook. Thank you so much, and God bless you.